Yo, what's up guys, Rave13 here and welcome to another Gunpla review. Okay, so what we have here today is the high grade 1144 scale Seravee Gundam from the 00 Gundam series. And this unit actually made its first appearance at the second season of the 00 Gundam series. And this is actually the successor of Gundam Virtue and piloted by Tierra Arde. This is actually a really unique unit on its own. Okay, so this is not your typical Seravee Gundam. This is actually an upgraded version. Okay, so here's the spoiler. So I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to skip this part here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there you go. Okay, so near the end of the second season, this unit was given the designation of GNHW/B. It actually was multiple features was added, weaponries, thrusters near the end of the season. And my suggestion is better watch the whole series because I'm not gonna give out any more information about the series itself. Okay, well, why don't we talk about the weaponry? Okay, now let's talk about weaponries here. So, Seravee here, got your basic GNB machine gun, handheld, and then you got your GN cannons, which is located at the shoulder, the hips, and the knee. And then you got your GN bazooka too, that actually got multiple combinations, purposes. One of them is actually the Buster Cannon slash Twin Buster Cannon, which you can actually combine it with the shoulder cannon there. And then you got your double bazooka, which you can combine the bazooka into one. And this is actually very similar to the Virtue's or bazooka, and that was actually intentional. In the series, it was intended that way, so the enemies will think that the Seravee is a slow hulking unit. Okay, and then you got your double bazooka, which you actually combine the GN bazooka 2 into one of your GN cannons at your shoulder. And then last but not the least, you got your GN fields that is located in the shoulder and the legs, which I will give you guys a presentation on how easy it is. You can actually move things up here, like combine it together. Okay, now it's time to show you guys how easy it is to actually do the transformations of the weapons here. But first off, its unique feature that originally came from Gundam Virtue is the GN double bazooka. Okay, so the bazooka here can be combined into two, which is actually reminiscent of Gundam Virtue's bazooka. All you have to do is just, as you guys can see, there's a slot there. Just combine the two together by pushing it in, and there you go. Easy as that. And then all you have to do is just push this downwards. You got your handle there, and just place it there. It should slide in. Should be smoothly. Okay, there you go. Now you can actually combine it with both hands if you want to, but that's how it should look like. Okay, now the next part that I want to show is the Buster Cannon. So the Buster Cannon is actually very simple also. You can do the dual if you want to. I'm choosing just one for now to make it more simple. Okay, all you have to do is just push this, as you guys can see here. Just like this. Yeah, there you go. easy as that. Really not bad. You can actually put the hands there if you want to. Haven't figured that one out yet. Okay, now the next part is the double bazooka. Okay, so the double bazooka, just do the same thing as putting the two bazookas there, and all you have to do is just slide that in there. You got your hand. Now the handle here actually moves, so it shall be simple. This one thing I like about how Bandai designed their kits is there's certain support, and there you go. Yep. Okay, now the other weaponries that I want to point out, that actually this is a GN cannon here. You get your side bazookas here. No, this actually cannons also, and then you got your knee cannons. This is a lot of firepower for one unit. I'm just very impressed, and it actually moves, which is really nice. Okay, now the last part that the last suit that I want to talk about is the vernier here that actually moves also. There's actually a lot of gimmicks here that I really like. And now this is actually the GN field, the last one. All you have to do is pull that in. So there's this what looks like two handles. All you have to do is pull it in. Easy as that. Yeah. Okay, now the other features that I want to show you guys for the weapons here is some of them actually do retract. There you go. It's simple as that. It's actually really not that bad. The same goes for the bazookas here. It slides in and out to give that ready to fire look. I don't know if I actually did it properly, but okay, there you go. That's before, this is after. So yeah, I think I did it right. Yep, there you go. Okay, so the other feature, not the weapon, that I want to point out is this back here. You can actually remove this. Now this is a little bit tight, so yep, too tight. Okay, we'll fix that later. Okay, so this is the other feature here, is the Gundam head here. So it actually transform. This actually kind of slides down a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah. Okay. Still learning the ropes here, guys. Sorry. There we go. So there's the feature. So slide in, slide out. Really nice. And there's the mobility there also. Okay, now let's talk about mobility. Okay, so we'll start off with the pack here. You guys already saw the mobility here, and it actually got good mobility, which is really nice. The cannons work out 360-degree turn. It doesn't go all the way down for this here. You got your V-fin that is actually in two pieces. This transforms into a Gundam head, which is really nice. Okay, now let's put that back in place. And then you got your Seravee here. And this is actually where it becomes fun. So this one here is actually, what do you call that now? A ball joint connector. There you go. So some of the last features here. And the shoulders here actually get really good mobility. You can actually remove this, and it's a polycap here, so you can actually move this around, which is really nice. For the arm, that's how far it can go, and I accidentally pulled the head out. Now for the head here, it actually got a 360-degree turn, but with the pack on, it actually got limitations. Okay, and you guys have already seen the deployed GN field there, which is really nice. And then you got your torso here. There's not a whole lot. It can turn, definitely turn, but the issue is, and there's the joints there, you can actually press it down, so it can definitely turn, but with the pack on, that's gonna be severe limitations. And for the side skirt, it actually got good range here, so you guys can see there, which is really nice. And then the next part is the legs. Now the legs is actually ball joints also, but there's actually a unique feature here that I want to show you guys afterwards. So the legs can bend. I'm actually surprised it can do that. And then, that's how far it can go. It doesn't look like it can do a high kick, but the range is not that bad. It can't do a split, definitely. And then you got your feet here. It's a ball joint again there, so it's not bad. And then you get your GN field here again. As always, pull that out. And then you got your GN cannon with mobility here. Okay. Now, this is actually a ball joint. Oops. Let's just remove this piece by piece so I won't damage anything. Okay, there you go. So the joint connector is actually inside here. It's actually in a couple of pieces, and it actually moves, but that's how far it can go. Okay. Now what is next? Oh yeah. Now let's talk about the nubs and the seam lines here. Now the nubs you can actually see in certain areas like the feet. The seam lines they actually designed it to hide it. You got your seam lines right over here by the edge here that can be fixed easily. And then you got your nubs at the weapons, which kind of annoyed me. And overall, it's still not that bad. Good combination of colors. And look at this here. There's a connector there, so it's not that bad. Looks like there's another gimmick. Okay, which I'll explain to you guys momentarily. Okay. That's it for the nubs and the seam lines. It's actually not that bad. Now, let's talk about the extras. Okay, so the extras that we actually have are actually just very, very little, which is the side skirts for the basic Seravee, and this piece is here, which is for a Seraphim Gundam, I believe so. That's actually part of the manual. Sadly, there's not a complete set to build a Seraphim Gundam. Okay, yeah, that's actually just the extras. That's all of it. Now let's talk about what's not included. Well, in the storyline, well, they're supposed to have arms at where the GN cannons are with beam sabers, and beam sabers at the forearms, but sadly it is not included, which is kinda annoying. And then the last part is the Seravee Gundam. I thought that I was going to be able to build another Gundam because of I thought there was an extra, which was my mistake there. Kinda sucks, but oh well. Now I'm looking forward to getting the actual unit. Okay, now let's talk about the issues, the plus, and the iffy. Okay, so the issues that we actually have here are the nubs and the seam lines. But the nubs, it's everywhere but can be fixed. Kinda is annoying, but sanding should fix it. And then it is actually somewhat a little bit back heavy, so you'll have to pose it in certain manners. And the sticker. Okay, as you guys can see, majority of it have been used except for the eye, which is too big actually. That's why I decided to just use my black panel and give it a red eye look. That's it. And then the plus side here is the stickers are very little and well placed. Really good design. Really good design. Plus mobility. Seem like the panel lines is okay. Now this is the iffy part also. The only iffy part is the panel lines. I think there's enough, but at the same time I don't think there's enough. That is actually all I got there regarding that. Mobility wise, it's actually quite good, as you guys have already seen. So is this a worthy kit to get? Well, for 1800 yen, I can actually agree to that. I actually did enjoy building this unit here that I went so far as to do a live build at the last part of building this, which is really nice. I actually, yep, you know what, advisable. This is a heavy assault unit, a heavy weapons unit. One of the biggest, like a bulky Gundam that I built, aside from the Master Grade Fast that I have and EXS. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and get this unit. 1800 yen, go for it. Now remember, there is no Seraphim in this version, just the basic parts, the torso only, and the waist. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys like my new setup. Give this a thumbs up, much appreciated. Maybe you can subscribe also there, much appreciated also. Really happy with this new setup here. Okay, have a good day, good night, afternoon. Fib13 signing out. See ya.